starting to feel a little bit behind, and we're going on a trip this weekend, so I'm going to be scrambling today. I did find my hoses last night, which I'm very excited about. I knew I had this little bucket somewhere full of drip tape, so I found it. I'm going to replace the hoses that are leaking, and then I should be able to turn on the irrigation and let it run for a little while so that all the plants that I've put into the hoop houses are good to go for the 3 or 4 days that we're going to be gone. 5 days, I guess. And we got somebody else coming over to water the seedlings and take care of the pullets and the meat birds, and all that's fine, but I have a lot of stuff to plant. 1st of June in Maine is go time, and this is really slowing down go time. I haven't really been affected too badly in terms of what I've been able to do with the injury. I would say the things that have been most affected are typing for work, which is a nightmare. The IT guy for the organization that I work with hooked me up with a couple of dictation programs, which are really helpful. I still have to do quite a bit of editing, but I'm also getting into trying to type with only 9 fingers, and I hadn't considered that as an option. It works, but T's and R's and B's, anything that I normally would hit with my left index finger, really slows me down. And then in terms of out on the homestead, really the only thing I haven't, or I've been able to do it, but the thing that's been most challenging is changing the bits in a chuckless drill. That was pretty challenging, and everything else other than that, I feel pretty lucky that I didn't get more, I didn't injure it more, hurt more of my fingers, lose more of this finger. So anyway, all things considered, could have been a lot worse. So anyway, time to get to replacing these hoses. Alright, water's on up to this point. There's a distinct possibility, due to the fact that I have a hard time throwing things away when I think there's any possibility of getting any more use out of them, that the hose I just took out of this bucket, hooked up and uncoiled, also leaks. I'm hoping I didn't do that, but I've been storing these hoses for at least 8 years, so fingers crossed. Take a while for there's not a lot of pressure in these hoses due to the fact that there's so many, by design, so many holes in them. It takes a while for the water to get all the way down to the end. It's coming down now. Alright, that is pretty sweet. Oh, I definitely got a leak over there though. Forgot about that one. The winter squash and pumpkin seedlings are looking particularly vigorous and healthy. It's usually just about this time when the striped cucumber beetle comes out to play. Last year, at this time, I did not take this precaution, and I lost a substantial crop of melons, and my winter squash took quite a hit. The striped cucumber beetle is one of my arch nemesis. This floating row cover is only going to be here for the duration of our trip out of state. Once I get back, I'm hoping I can take time to plant this into the ground in the location where it will grow all season. In the meantime, while we're gone, I do not intend to lose all of these wonderful seedlings to a bunch of hungry little beetles. Ugh, what a mess. Whew, it's hot in there. But at this point, I think I'm completely planted in both hoop houses, except for a couple stragglers that I'm kind of pulling along in pots, trying to get them a little bit bigger. And I don't have time to mulch in here right now, but when I get back from our trip, that'll be the first thing I do. Man, it's hot in there. Whew. Tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers in this hoop house, and some very weedy spring onions, which need to be dug up and transplanted so I can fix that little corner. But we're doing all right. Also got my Brussels sprouts in. Oh, I guess the water didn't get up here. I need to move that. Need to move that up a little bit so that the sprinkler reaches over here and gets these ones. I'll do that now, but the ones that the water did hit look good. Kale's looking good. Garlic's looking awesome. The cows just arrived at the farm. So when the cows first arrive, they come in here. They stay here for a little while so they can get to know us. We got water for them collected off the barn roof, and feed bunks. So this is kind of a little welcome to the farm area. So the trailer's gonna back in here and unload right here, so I gotta unload this.
Babe, I'm gonna walk right here. Babe, right here. It's really warm and it's pretty good view.
I don't know who this guy is. I've never seen him before. I think he's maybe a new guy. I don't know. People we've got the cows from previous years have not had this much trouble backing in here. big event when cows come every year. Kids come out, ostensibly to watch, mostly just to play while we're out here. There we go, now we're getting somewhere. Keep going, bub. Keep going, bub.
Bring it right back. Cut her over, cut her over. That's good.
So I use a phone for most of my videos. I use a phone for all of my videos. I've tried using a DSL and it just doesn't work for me. But one thing I'm wishing right now is that I had some better equipment, because this iPhone is not catching what I'm seeing. Just an absolutely spectacular sunset. Beautiful. Wonderful to see that over the garden.
That one. Yeah. What's so exciting about these? I don't get it.
A little closer, Marty, honey, so I can reach it.
Can I lick mine?
No.
Let's not do that.
Rick! Get out!